Well, could the cover-up that created the 6-year-long Otto Zehm controversy happen in Spokane again? Chief Frank Straub says no and believes a new police oversight ordinance introduced by the mayor would pull the curtain back on future use of force investigations. KXLY4's Jeff Humphrey working for you now with a look at that proposal that gives civilians the final say in how misconduct cases are handled. Jeff?
Nadine, if you voted yes on Proposition 1 last February, it's probably because you thought the police department covered up what turned out to be the use of excessive force against Otto Zehm. Now the police chief and mayor are pushing a change in city law that would make it almost impossible for investigators to hide the truth in the future.
When Otto Zehm was beaten inside this Division Street zip trip, Spokane didn't have an ombudsman. If the same type of incident happened today, our ombudsman would have sat in on Carl Thompson's internal affairs interview.
Every interview that's conducted, the ombudsman is literally sitting right next to the Spokane police sergeant, overseeing that investigation. He can ask whatever questions he would like to ask during the interviews.
The ombudsman would have also had access to surveillance video that showed Zehm did little to deserve the level of force used by Officer Thompson.
He can say, I want additional people interviewed. He can say, we need this additional piece of evidence. So in many ways, the ombudsman truly affects the direction and the ultimate outcome of all of our investigations.
And if the ombudsman felt the police department was trying to sweep the use of force under the carpet, Tim Burns could take his concerns to the 5 citizens who will make up the Ombudsman Commission.
If a situation like that occurred now, Mr. Burns or any other ombudsman would be able to go to the commission and say, hey, I'm not happy with what the police department's doing. I'm not happy with the direction the investigation's going. The commission could then order the police chief to change course.
The commission is also authorized to write and release an unredacted report detailing its findings. So in the Zehm case, Spokane would have known that Thompson acted outside the law and departmental policy in a matter of months instead of years.
I think this resolves the Otto Zehm issue, that we won't have these things that just hang in space and time forever and ever, that the ombudsman and the commission can move the process very quickly.
Nadine, the one thing this latest proposal doesn't do is allow the ombudsman to compel officers to answer his questions in the absence of police department representatives. That is something that current state labor law does not allow, and why some people think the mayor's proposal is still coming up short. Jeff Humphrey, KXLY4.